Hi guys, this is Keesha Metcalfe with MVP Realty. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going over to Lehigh Acres and I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know before moving to Lehigh Acres. Stay tuned. Okay, so if you're thinking of moving to Lehigh Acres, there are a few things that you must know before you make that move. The first thing is Lehigh Acres is situated in the southwest part of Florida. So it is not a coastal town, it is more inland, but it is on the southwest coast of Florida. So Lehigh Acres is one of the faster growing towns in Florida at the moment. It is not a city. It's technically not a city because it's unincorporated, but Lehigh Acres is very, very fast growing. The population as it is now is over 124,000 people, and it has grown by more than 34% since 2010. So a lot of people are coming to live in Lehigh Acres, and today, hopefully by the end of this video, you will see why Lehigh Acres may be a desirable place for you to live. Okay, so Lehigh Acres is technically, it's not a city. It is a town right now. However, there are talks, there are some movements, there are some discussions going on to see whether Lehigh Acres is going to be incorporated or not. That is, whether or not Lehigh Acres should become a city, and the views are mixed on this. So discussions are taking place currently, and Lehigh Acres may eventually become a city. All right, so because Lehigh Acres is technically not a city, there are certain things that you're not going to find in Lehigh Acres. So if you are the type of person who likes to live in the city where there are lots of entertainment, lots of things to do, lots of activities, lots of hustle and bustle, that's not what you're going to find in Lehigh Acres. So it's a more quiet, laid back place. So if you're looking for entertainment at your fingertips, you're not going to find that in Lehigh Acres, right? Although there is some entertainment, you are more likely going to have to drive to the neighboring city of Fort Myers or Cape Coral or Naples or other neighboring cities to get a lot of entertainment. However, if you are looking for a quiet oasis, if you want somewhere that it's very peaceful and quiet and more laid back, Lehigh Acres may just be ideal for you. So what I find is that a lot of persons move out of the more busy towns like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, where it's more crowded and more busy, and people who want a quieter lifestyle, they tend to want to look to Lehigh Acres because it does offer that quieter lifestyle. So let's talk a little bit about housing. What is housing like in Lehigh Acres? What are the prices like? What are the homes like? Let's talk a little bit about that. Well, for Lehigh Acres, the median sales price for a home in Lehigh Acres is currently about $345,000. It's about $345,000, and that is an increase of 4.2% over last year. Currently, there are just under 5 months worth of inventory in Lehigh Acres, so less than 5 months supply of homes available for sale in Lehigh Acres. So the market is still a seller's market, but it is not a very strong seller's market, meaning sellers are going to have a little advantage in the market because inventory is still limited. It is still not enough to meet the demand, but it is not very as competitive as it was, say, a year or two ago. It is a more balanced market. It is moving towards a buyer's market. It's not quite there yet, but it's moving in that direction. And we don't know what the future holds, but for now, it is still currently a seller's market. Okay, so let's now look at property taxes because that is something that is very, very important when you are thinking about buying your home. The average property tax rate in Lehigh Acres is about 1.21%, which is actually lower than the county average property tax rate of about 1.39%. So property taxes in Lehigh Acres are a little bit lower than the Lee County average property tax rate. So that's why I said you're going to find more affordable housing in Lehigh Acres compared to other cities, other places in the county of Lee County and adjoining counties. All right. So when it comes on to homeowners insurance, in Lehigh Acres, it's going to be just as expensive as it is anywhere in Florida. And because Florida is prone to hurricanes, the insurance rates, the homeowners insurance rates tend to be a little bit above other states. And so you've got to have to bear that in mind when you are thinking of moving to Lehigh Acres, Florida. All right. So on that question of insurance, what about flood insurance in Lehigh Acres? Well, you will be happy to know that most of Lehigh Acres is not in a flood zone. Okay, so if you're thinking of buying property in Lehigh Acres, be sure to check with your insurance agent to verify whether or not that property is in a flood zone. But the majority of homes in Lehigh Acres are not in a flood zone, and so the majority of homes will not have, you will not have to pay any flood insurance. But like I said again, you must verify this with your insurance agent before you buy property in Lehigh Acres. What about transportation? If you're thinking of moving to Lehigh Acres, you must be prepared to have transportation, because Lehigh Acres is not a city that has a lot of public transportation. You're not going to find a lot of taxis, nor buses, nor anything like that. So you are more than likely going to need to have a vehicle at your disposal, because Lehigh Acres is not a place that has a lot of public transportation. Yes, we have Uber, and yes, we have Lee Transit, but those are, Uber is gonna be expensive, and Lee Transit does not go everywhere in around Lehigh Acres. So if you are living in Lehigh Acres, think about transportation, owning your own transportation, or carpooling with your neighbors or your friends or family or something, because you're going to find that you're going to need your own transportation to get around. All right, bear that in mind, because a lot of people come here and they think they can, get a taxi or get a bus or something to get, to different places, and they are surprised to know that Lehigh Acres is not set up like that. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about what is actually happening in Lehigh Acres in terms of the development of the town. Now, a lot of businesses are actually investing in Lehigh Acres. Like I said, the population is growing rapidly, and we just had the building and the renovation of State Road 82, which is a major highway which runs between the border of Lehigh Acres and Fort Myers, and that has improved the traffic situation in Lehigh Acres and Fort Myers. And so quite a few businesses have been investing in Lehigh Acres in the past few years. I can think of places like Waffle House, Wingstop, Starbucks, Aspen Dental, Key Foods, Hungry Howie's. Quite a few businesses are actually investing in Lehigh Acres, and that is a good sign. If these businesses are willing and are coming into the area, it is a good sign. It means that more jobs are being created. It means that if you move here, you will have these amenities, more choices, more options available at your fingertips. And if you're an investor, you have to follow the money. And if money is coming in, you know that other investors would not invest their money here if they didn't see potential for earning and potential for growth. All right, let's talk a little bit about the demographics of Lehigh Acres. Well, Lehigh Acres is a very, very culturally diverse place. You're going to find lots of diversity when it comes on to ethnicities, when it comes on to cultures. You're going to find a lot of diversity here in Lehigh Acres. You're going to find, in terms of races, you're going to find whites, you're going to find African Americans or blacks, you're going to find Hispanic. Lehigh Acres has quite a large Hispanic population. You have people from the Caribbean who come here to live, immigrants. You're going to find a lot of immigrants in Lehigh Acres. All right, and the population is diverse, lots of diverse cultures, lots of different food types, lots of different cuisines. And so if you are someone who loves cultural diversity, you are going to love Lehigh Acres. So talking about the food, you're going to find all kinds of cuisine here. So you're going to find the standard American diet, but you're also going to find lots of Caribbean food here, lots of ground produce. You're going to find lots of food that is from the Caribbean or from Central America. You have a lot of Mexican food here. You're going to find your tortillas, your tacos, all kinds of Mexican cuisine. We also have Italian food. There is Chinese food, lots of food. You can't get bored when it comes on to the diversity in terms of food choices in Lehigh Acres. Since this is a real estate video, we are going to take a more in-depth look at housing in Lehigh Acres. Now, the good thing about Lehigh Acres is that you're going to have a variety of choices when it comes on to housing. So you are going to find a few gated communities. So if that's what you prefer, we do have some gated communities in Lehigh Acres. For example, we have Savannah Lakes, we have Westminster, we have Varsity Lakes. All of these communities have their own special type of attraction. And we also have Ibis Landing, which is a newly developing community in Lehigh Acres. It is a golfing community. So if you like golfing and you want to learn more about Ibis Landing, you can talk to me. I'm going to leave my number at the bottom of the screen and also in the description area below if you want to learn about Ibis Landing, which is a brand new 18-hole golfing course, golf community in Lehigh Acres. Give me a call and we can talk about that. So yes, you're going to find some gated communities if that's your preference. There are gated communities. And then for the most part, what you're going to find in Lehigh Acres are scattered lots. So mostly just single lots where people build their own custom homes. And one of the nice things about Lehigh Acres is that you can find bigger lots. So you can find half-acre lots. And what a lot of people tend to do is they will buy 2 or 3 adjacent lots and just combine those and just have their homestead on that combined lot. So some of the homes are on 1-acre lots or half-acre lots, and there is lots and lots of yard space available. Lots of yard space. You have room enough to build a pool. Most of the lots are going to be a 1/4 acre in size, but that is still ample size for you to actually build a pool and to have adequate yard space. So if you have your pets, you have your kids, and you enjoy an outdoor lifestyle, Lehigh Acres is going to accommodate that kind of living, that kind of lifestyle. All right. Also, Lehigh Acres is a relatively it's a newer area, so still lots of vacant lots available in Lehigh Acres. So if you are if you are the type of person who likes to build, who wants to build your own home, you'd rather build than buy, there are lots and lots of vacant lots still available in Lehigh Acres. You can contact me if you'd like to buy a vacant lot and to actually build your own home in Lehigh Acres. Driving around Lehigh Acres, what you're going to notice is that there is lots and lots and lots of new construction going on. Lots of new construction, and it's happening very, very rapidly, very rapidly. Lots of new homes going up. So if you love new construction and you want to build your own custom home, Lehigh Acres may be the ideal place for you to do so. Lots of building going on. And if, let's say, you don't want to build from scratch, you want to buy a house that is already built and available for resale, we have those as well. Whether you want new construction or an older home, there are going to be choices. You're going to have choices here in Lehigh Acres. Let's talk a little bit about employment. In Lehigh Acres, the top 3 occupations are construction, healthcare and social assistance, and retail trade. So if you're in the healthcare industry, or you do construction, or you're in retail trade, those are the top 3 occupations in Lehigh Acres. All right, guys, that's it for this week. My name is Keesha Metcalfe with MVP Realty. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to encourage you, if you haven't done so already, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate the likes. And I will, if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer your questions. And thank you for watching, and stay tuned. See you again next week. Bye bye.